What's up, guys? mcstu here, and today we got an update on the anniversary event that starts next week, Tuesday the 23rd. Tonight, the devs on their live stream showed off the ship. We're going to take a quick look at that, and then we're going to go over real quickly how you get this ship in game for free. So let's talk about the ship real fast. I think it looks pretty cool. This might be a love it or hate it style that they've put together here. Basically what we have is the Defiant melded with a Jemadar attack ship. So I think it's kind of cool. I'd like to see some more angles of it, but overall I think they did a good job on putting this together, something unique. And it looks like it's going to be halfway decent. The last few event ships have been pretty good, so we'll see what we get with this, but let's go ahead and just take another couple looks here. I just took screenshots from the 10 forward stream. It wasn't as intuitive as I would like. Once we get our hands on it, we'll look at it a little bit closer. One cool thing on this ship is you do get the wingmen, or the wingmen. These are a mechanic that's built into all Jemadar ships. And essentially, they're kind of like hangar pets. They have there's a little control panel for them if you're unfamiliar, and they can perform attacks or heals, different things like that, and help support you. So this is going to be the first quote-unquote non-Jemadar ship that has them, since this is an alliance ship and a mixture basically of Federation and Jemadar technology, or Dominion technology, let's put it that way. We're just going to take just a quick look at the ship. If you didn't see the stream, they showed off just real quickly some of the stuff on it. So we have a 5-2. This is a pilot raider. It's the Rex pilot escort. Sorry, escort, not raider. Overall layout, just kind of quick overview. Looks good. Cannon scatter volley all day long. Not a lot in the way for being able to do engineering consoles for the ISO mags, but your traditional fleet consoles will do really well on this. But definitely Cannon scatter volley, I think, is probably the best platform for this. Buff layout, same kind of thing in terms of it lending itself to Cannon scatter volley. We have a Commander Tactical, so that's nice. We can get CSV3 on there. We have a Universal seat Lieutenant Commander. We have a Lieutenant Tactical seat, which is also a Miracle Worker. And then we have the Pilot Spec seat. That's Lieutenant Commander Engineering. And then we have our Science Ensign. Overall, again, I think this layout's great for Cannon scatter volley. You can get enough uncon procs. It's got enough diversity in it to where you could put something together really nice. And this is nicer than some ships that you could buy out of the C-store, in my opinion. So for a free ship, this is certainly welcomed. Console, the clicky to me looks like it's probably crap. The passive looks okay. Again, for a free console with 8% severity, that's a nice little boost there to be able to get, especially if you don't have some of the Lobby consoles and those kinds of things. I would use it on my free-to-play for sure. Flight speed never hurts. The clicky, it calls in the different factions, flagship basically to help you out. So it's kind of like the distress beacons that we already have. Not super impressed with the clicky itself, but again, the passives are not bad. And again, for a free ship, a lot of the times, you know, on some of these event ships, you end up just throwing away or not using the console. But this would definitely be something that would be decent on, you know, a budget build if you don't have a lot of stuff. Lastly, the trait is going to give you a debuff based off of your engine speed or your flight speed. It scales with that. This could be decent. We'll have to see how it reacts in game if we get any kind of debuff when we're not moving, because that started a certain level. We just don't know. So once we get that in game, we'll take a look at it a little bit closer. So that's just a quick overview on the ship. Quite a few of the other guys in the community have done a little more in-depth stuff on this. I just find until you actually, you know, are able to play with it, especially when we're talking about console and trait and things like that, it's hard to really get a good idea how good it's going to be or not good. From what I can see, this stuff looks like it's going to be okay and fairly decent, usable, especially if you're playing on a budget or if you're new and you don't have a lot of gear yet. So overall, my thoughts on the ship, I enjoy it. It's unique, looks cool. I'm excited to play with it. Let's talk about how to get this ship. So they put out a blog post a couple days back. I waited before I really commented on it because I wanted to get a little more info on what the ship was going to be and, you know, what it was going to look like and the basic specs. So on the 23rd is when the event starts, and that is a week from today. So next Tuesday, this will start. Now, in order to unlock the ship and get it, you're going to need to get a total of 40 daily progress points, okay? Now, the way they kind of do this is weird. So you can get 20 progress points a day, or 2 progress points a day. So it's a total of 20 days that you would need to do the event tasks, okay? So there's a couple different ways to go about earning these points. Let's talk about that. The first 2 options are going to be to run episodes. So we have Taken by Surprise or Scorpion's Abyss. Scorpion's Abyss being the new episode that they'll be adding with this quote-unquote expansion. The episodes are going to reward you 2 points daily. So if you run 1 episode one day, that's everything that you can earn for that day by getting the 2 points. And then if you run the same episode or another episode the following day and you continue on, you'll get done in the 20 days. Now, if you do any of the other 3 here, so either of these 2 TFOs, the new TFO, or the existing one, or the Omega particle stabilization, they are going to reward you 1 point for that run. Now, you can run the TFO twice in a row, or you could run this TFO and then the Battle of Wolf 359, or you could do the Omega particle stabilization and then Wolf 359. You can do any combination or repeat of those in a particular day in order to get both of those points. Now, if it's day 1 and you want to go and do all of this new content, what you could do is run the missions and just don't turn them in. So don't claim the reward at the end. Wait till the following day and the day after. So let's say that you did all of these things. You forget about the Omega stabilization, but let's say you did this TFO and then you did this TFO. That would get you your daily for that particular day. And then if you ran, this episode and then Taken by Surprise, these 2 episodes you'd want to wait and turn them in the following day and then the day after that, and that'll give you for the episodes, you get your reward when you turn the mission in and complete it and claim your prize. So you could hang on to those if you wanted to, do that. But then obviously on those days, you would already have it completed. So it's up to you how you go about doing it. What's important to understand is that episodes are going to get you that daily maximum of 2 points. And the TFOs and the Omega particle stabilization minigame is only going to get you 1 for each one. So you can go and do it twice. The Omega particle stabilization, that I believe you can only do once per day. I might be wrong on that. Let me know in the comments if you can do, continually do that. If you can, then you could just do this twice if you wanted to do that as well. Once this goes live and I'm able to play these, I'll do another video talking about what's the most efficient. We just don't know how long this new TFO is going to be. Is it time gated? What's involved with it? And, so I really can't speak to which one should you do, and we're going to have to kind of try these. So I'm praying this isn't super long. I generally will do the particle stabilization here and there. You get a little reward box at the end that has XP boosts in it and badges, some cosmetic stuff. It's kind of cool. So I generally will run those a few times, and then I bank those XP boosts. So in terms of this TFO, it's kind of long depending on who you're playing with. So you'll just have to decide what makes the most sense for you. Again, once we get the new episode and Wolf 359, I'll check those out and let you know at least my opinion on that stuff. Once you get the full 20 days worth of 2 points per day, so 40 daily progress points, you can get, again, 2 daily progress points per day. You'll be able to unlock the ship. And then at which point you can, if you continue to do the event after that, just like all the other events, you can earn additional dilithium, which is nice, up to, looks like a maximum of 50 per day. I think you'd have to probably buy this event out on day 1 and then start doing it in order to get that much. But if you're not too burned out, I don't know if I'm going to go do this because I run 2 accounts, a free to play and then my main account. And, after I've ran all of these missions, 80 or 160 times, I don't know if I'm going to want to keep doing that. I'm probably going to take a break on those missions and TFOs. So for me, I sure would like to have the extra dilithium, but it's just too much. So if you're brand new and you have questions on this, and you haven't done any of these events before, check out the Discord server. There's a link for it down in the description. We got 3,000 members in there. Everybody's super helpful if you have questions or need help, or maybe looking for a group of people to team up with to run some of these. Hit up the Discord server, join that, and you'll be able to find that kind of help and resource there. I think that covers it all, guys. What do you guys think about the ship? I think it's kind of cool. Again, I'm excited to get my hands on it. I love free, and that's generally, I make sure that we cover that here 100%, as well as our beginner guides and those kinds of things. So free ship, and a free ship that looks cool and with pretty decent stats. Again, the stats that are coming on this are not bad. I mean, this is a nice setup, especially if you like cannons. This is going to be perfect for that kind of thing. The experimental weapon, I didn't watch the 10 forward. I actually got caught up in a pretty intense game of Valheim, and I didn't rewatch the entire thing. But I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this experimental weapon, so this might be a new one as well that we get. Let me know in the comments, guys, if this is a new one and if it's anything super special that we should be excited about. But again, overall, the Both layout, the layout of the ship itself, I like to fly fast and maneuverable, and this is going to definitely do that. So I'm pretty excited, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Let me know what you guys think down in the description. Again, check out the Discord server if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Appreciate you watching. Hey guys, appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, ring the bell, and sub to the channel for the latest news updates and how-to guides.